Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Taking a look at the Lakers, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 2 games. Doesn't mean the teams.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right.
I misunderstood
2 games a night, remember?
on the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll, not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, is out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a...
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Lakers are enjoying this break from the road, and this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2 teams in the bottom half of the conference and then falling to try to get a little more of that respect.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. The first points of the ballgame. There's the pick. Hayward passes to Lyles. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And one thing about Gordon Hayward, he's an excellent playmaker for a small forward. Averaged over 4 assists a game after averaging over 5 the year before. So
the Thunder.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to...
Here's Hood. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what...
No luck. Nice D from Russell.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
He feeds it to Burke. Launches a 3, and the shot is good. Burke's got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Bryant drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Last season, Kobe with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season. Felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
Both free throws good for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. That's good. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
And that lead.
Now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And yes, sir, that one drops. And up before again for the Lakers running the court. That's good. 10 points for Kobe Bryant in their last game against Miami.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And he gets it to go. Pass has got 6
during the run.
Offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Lyles. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
And game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
But they'll get another chance. Young, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities. Tell you what I like about Lyles is that he has a bit of an old man game about him. He's an old head, plays within himself, good at every small intangible thing on the court, just has a real nice feel for how to play.
In the drive by Russell. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And it's all.
And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These two guards are the most accurate in the league. Number one, Kobe Bryant.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch, inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Randall's checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Brandon Bass. Williams, he's checked in for... Pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 7 points.
Everything going according to the script for them all.
To attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach.
That one got away from him because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard...
Yes, if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And a lot of teams are...
They get it back. Here's Withey. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. LA's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. World peace, good.
You know, he didn't need around the rim.
Exum with it. He's guarded by Williams. Loses his man off the screen and
from the stripe last season.
Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Meta World Peace. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to...
Watson, the pass to Lyles. Here's Withey. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot. Randall, top of the key. Here's Kelly. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that putback about as easy a bucket.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he gets the bucket. Here's Kelly. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Lakers lead by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Nato. Shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great...
A bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And that one's good. Young's got 9.
You know, next time he...
From Hibbert. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. Good. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Excellent work there.
It's going the other way now. Fast break, the Lakers. Kobe, that's good.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break point.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here
in the road last season, I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper. It only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot.
Nato. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Dishes to Bass. To the paint, here's Hibbert, and he dunks it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like.
Pass to Withy. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First free throw is good. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Nick Young. And a switcher also for Utah. Burks is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. He dishes it to Hibbert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Hibbert's got 4 this quarter. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Gobert. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I've enjoyed.
Luck. Releases. And Roy Hibbert again. Hibbert's got 6. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper falls for him. Second, not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistent. Better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Another bucket in.
Now is not getting it done.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. Lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those in this game.
Bass has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Randall throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offense.
For Trey Burke. Now, here's Watson. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Tell you what, Kevin,
Jazz trail by 9. Exum kicks to Ingles. Good! Ingles has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first.
Right side world peace. Tries from 10. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Only getting 1 of 5 attempts.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also...
While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. The Lakers in 5th.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue.
Nance a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Young's checked in for Los Angeles. And World Peace drops them both. Between the shot clock and the game clock. And World Peace gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Here, the screen. To end the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Lyles got 8. So We've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers on top. They lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kobe, tell us how your approach changes when you've got teammates moving the ball and helping to create scoring opportunities for you.
Well, it makes it very easy for me. I just have to run the lane, look for opportunities to score the ball. And, you know, it's the game's very simple.
Kobe, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd joining us for our halftime report. Ernie Johnson with the illustrious Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think? Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been
Anything less.
Young is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and there's Bryant, and it's Russell in at the points. That's the Laker 5.
I mean, he was great.
And here is Burke. Pass to Wiles. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Kobe Bryant. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging about 18 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Free throws good, Lyles. And he makes both.
It looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign
On the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Well, we lasted only 35 games.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Trying to get back on track. He squares up and sinks it. 13 points. Russell kicks to Hibbert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant. Words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league and the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what? I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer.
Now Burke, he has 7. Here's Hood, and he gets the bucket. Hood's got 6. Burke with it. He's picked up by Russell. Good on that shot, and with that, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Some changes for the Lakers. Ryan Kelly comes in for Young, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Kobe. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
Bit short. Lakers leading by 12. Drops in the layup for 2. Russell's got 6 points.
a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong.
Expires 24-second violation.
Jazz ball. The past few weeks, you can see how Utah stacks up. First in blocks, fifth in steals, and they're in the top 10 in rebounds. This is a team that does a good.
That gets in your head.
Here's Hayward. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Those
11 feet away, Bass's shot, good. Bass has got 9 points.
Guys, without him, they may not be in the lead.
Shots good by Lyles.
Just a positive
leaderboard, and who's putting up the most points per game? Second, D'Angelo Russell.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 17. Hood gets the bucket.
Very high-quality shot. Can't.
Now Burke. 9 points in the game so far, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Burke's got 4 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Russell. Gets to the corner and buries it. Russell's got 8 points. 139 this game. Off the pick. Again, Los Angeles.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Feeds it to Hood. Lyles passes to Hayward. And he makes good on the layup. Hayward's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Kelly. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Lakers leading by 15, so on the floor for Utah. Exum is out there with Watson. Then it's Jeff Withey, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Exum kicks to Watson. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Watson kicks to Gobert. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Cutting into that
pass to Watson from outside the arc. And Utah, another three. Following the three-pointer by Utah. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his fourth assist. Expanding his range. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
Pass to Exum. In transition, here come the Jazz.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Young in the corner. Fires it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And here's Gobert. Hayward outside. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 8 points and 2 rejections.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. The Jazz making a switch here. And Gobert drops them both.
Wow.
Gobert with a screen on Bryant. Down low, Lyles. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
He's out of the D out of position. You can see the frustration on his face. Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius. And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go. That drops.
Really opportunistic basketball.
Now try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
To stop the drought. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Roy Hibbert. He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second. You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just 1 basket away.
Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Screened by Russell. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Hibbert. Feeds to Bass. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Bass has got 12 points and just
the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that
Lakers leading by 10. Pulls up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Hibbert with the screen. Young passes to Hibbert. He got right to the cup using that screen. Hibbert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Here is Bass. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing some...
Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Hayward's got 28. Picked him clean. Shot's good by Lyons. Has some information for us, Doris.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Now, here is Young. Shot clock at 5.
Try and get it done, I think. Rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that.
And so the Lakers take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Bass. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I mean, he was lights out from deep. Some aerial mastery going on, guys. He spent a lot more time behind the arc than he usually does. Good call by the coaching staff to use him in that way. The defense was not expecting it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.